Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. My name is Maria. I'm your Sherpa for this read. I do a weekly spread. It's a forecast for the upcoming week of what each zodiac sign can prepare themselves for, of what might take place. I also provide a midweek pulse on Wednesday, see if we're all surviving the week. And then I try to close a week out with a weekend forecast. So I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support, all the amazing positive comments. Keep them coming. Love it, love it, love it. This is going to be the sign, or the read for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, this is for your upcoming week of March 10th through the 16th. It has been a rough week so far, I'm telling you. So far, the signs. I started at the back and I worked forward. Why not? I just wanted to. Poor little Pisces gets always the caboose, and I'm like, well, let's put them first. And anytime this happens when I'm struggling to shuffle, that's enough. Okay, so I've shuffled the cards enough. All right. So tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Okay. So this might be for Scorpio or anybody with Scorpio placements. I don't know what's happening, y'all. I can already tell you how this is gonna go. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Yeah. Scorpio, it looks like you may have walked away from a relationship or vice versa. And you're missing them. Any more, please, for Scorpio? Okay, I'm gonna take it. You get an extra card, y'all. And thank you for your patience. I just want to be as accurate as I can be. Oh boy. All right. Scorpio, overall energy is the Queen of Wands. You may be the Queen of Wands. You might be dealing with the Queen of Wands. That's usually a third party card. It's also, you know, I can hear all the fire signs say, yeah, I'm not a Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is typically somebody who's very passionate and very polished. She wears the 6-inch stiletto heels when she walks in. Very sexy, very much in her element. She's very confident. She's just very confident, has a lot of confidence. And that's great. That's wonderful. She's warmth. However, and this might be the feeling, if you're not the Queen of Wands, you are dealing with, or the Queen of Wands is in your energy. Also on the real bottom of the deck, before you have the extra card, is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So, gotta be honest with you, this says greed. That's the definition of the card, is greed. Is the Four of Pentacles is saving every penny, and the upright is trying to, you know, they're typically withholding. This person, when you see the Four of Pentacles completely reversed, it's somebody who's actively just pursuing security, financial security. First card out is marrying for money. So I think that's probably spot on, Spirit, of giving us that card to define this week. And you also have the Magician and the Six of, and then the reverse. Yeah, and you also have the Six of Wands in the upright. So the Magician in the reverse and the upright, when this Magician is on its feet and standing there with this card, it means that somebody's trying to manifest something correctly. I guess that's the best way to put it. This person is using manipulation and everything they can to try to coerce the partner to stay. That's the vibe I get, because they want to be a champion. They're going to win at any cost. They want to be successful in this relationship. And I think they're threatened. And so they're going to do what they can because they see this person as their meal ticket. That's what it's about. It's about security. And they think this person's going to provide for them. And they don't want to lose that person. That's what's good. Scorpio, I don't know who you're dealing with. Happiness hater. Somebody doesn't like to see this person happy moving forward, or maybe somebody's seeing you happy and they don't like it. Again, take it as it resonates, just the energy coming off the card. Right below is somebody wants to reverse the 10 of Wands. So something that did end as a burden, and it was very, very challenging to walk away from this. It's usually because somebody's lying, it's deceitful. That's what the 10 of Wands, or the 10 of Wands is in the reverse, is it's a whole thing of smoke and mirrors. Is somebody's portraying something they're not in order to manipulate the situation and have somebody stay a little longer. Right below that is a devil, justifying. I mean, I can't make this up, y'all. And so the devil is, it's bondage, it's materialism. Somebody stuck on the 3D. It's about, I think I get the sense that somebody, this person, Scorpio, either you are pursuing somebody or vice versa. You are in a relationship that emotionally is pretty shallow. I mean, it, you feel it, and you're staying for the wrong reasons, and it. And this person sees you as probably the best thing that they've ever had, or vice versa. And they were providing you gifts, and they were providing you luxury trips, and things that you've not been accustomed to, and you're now are accustomed to it. You don't want this to end. So you're very, I think, threatened is a good word. And I think that there is an ending. I do believe there is an ending, because in the smack dab of your read is reflection in the reverse. So somebody's incapable of looking at their own side. They're only looking at the threat of the loss. They're not seeing how their actions, or their behavior, or their lies, or their manipulation may have actually push this other person out the door. It wasn't the threat of losing him to somebody else, but this person doesn't see that way. Right in the middle of the spread, Scorpio, is the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So somebody's focusing on the 3. It's a pessimist, right? They're seeing the negative, versus if I just go and do the right thing and correct this, I can turn around, grab those 2 brand new cups and go that way and start my new chapter. But they're stuck looking at the 3 cups that are spilled, and they're like, just can't get past that. It's such grief and loss. You just can't move. You can't move forward. And yeah. Okay, and then we got the 6 of Swords, which means stuck and can't move forward. In the upright is they want to correct this and go off into the sunset and have a happy life. And it's somebody reconciling through apology, improved behavior, anything. But in the reverse, it's I can't move. I can't see past the pain to make to discern why this ended and do self-evaluation, which I'm a big fan of if you know me by now, and seeing, okay, what did I start? What did I do to create this shitstorm? Where am I at fault? Where did I put my foot in it? You know what I mean? And it's like, somebody just over-exaggerated everything to try to look the part, so they could they weren't feeling confident in who they are, for sure. Whoever this is, Scorpio, you're seeing this kind of unfold. And I think you're walking away. I think they're in their head. They're overthinking. They're stressed out. They're overanalyzing. This is definitely, I call it my left brainer. They're analytical. They sabotage everything by thinking it to death. There's zero action or humility, again. And humility isn't a negative thing. It's the ability to see where am I at fault, right? And correcting that behavior and changing it. And otherwise you have humiliation. It's a balance. It's how it works out. Then I have the Page of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. So somebody wants to come back in and say, listen, I have invested. I'm willing to invest now. I'm willing to invest now. And they want to have an honest conversation about it, saying, can we correct this? Can we make this right? I'm willing to do everything I can. But in all honesty, it's still denial. There's still a lot of denial. I think they're trying to find the courage to come forward and have this conversation, but there's still a lot of denial because they don't see themselves. They haven't done the evaluation work, but that's what they're in their head about is, what can I do to make this right? What can I make it right with Scorpio? How am I going to get them back in my camp? And I don't know. I just, I don't get it. I don't see this happening. But I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will, but it's okay. So cloud hungry Scorpio is says anything, does anything, makes shit up, and is dramatic, and it's in the reverse. So maybe by the final end of the week, somebody will come forward and say, you know, I was a little over dramatic in that last fight. I said things that I didn't mean or weren't true or whatever. I was childish, whatever they are doing to fall on a sword. I think they want to do it because they're not coming in though. They're not going to come in. It's not looking good, Scorpio. We'll go out for a burger or something. We'll have a chat. So you have an 8 of Wands in the reverse and the World in reverse. Those are both failure cards. So they're like, it's a lack of fulfillment. So the world is already ending. You see it coming. Vice versa. You might be bringing the world you might be bringing the period into this person's life. Not a semicolon, not a comma, a hard no. They're untrustworthy, and you find that the lies and the deceit, and I believe theft, I get theft off this too, is there are some things that were stolen that you can't get back. And it's more than, I understand that somebody might be in it to win it, you know, because they see you as a paycheck, but on a deeper level, I think there was time they took from you that you can't get back. There's relationships you let go of. I get that several of you walked away from friends and even family to make this situation try to fit because this person's very threatened by any energy coming into your space. I don't know what to say. It's not good. I mean, it's jealousy. It's delays. And this Queen of Wands, whoever this person is to you, this person, that is typically third party energy. So they might be coming off as a third party in your relationship, or they want to. I don't know. Tell me about this Magician. For marrying for money, Magician, and the 6 of Wands. Tell me about this Magician, please. Thank you. Yeah. So this person, Scorpio, built a lie, built their whole relationship with you. You don't even know this person after. I feel like all of this is kind of unraveling in front of you. And the thing that's coming out is the Magician in the reverse, right? The intent, when I said, tell me about this, is they wanted, they were impulsive, right? It's not patient. They weren't taking time to review it. They were being impulsive and a bit deceitful. And their motive was to have a long-term relationship, such as marriage, out of this card. They were trying to get you to sign on the dotted line. And they wanted to win at every cost. They're very threatened by whoever else is in your life. Any energy that is showing you affection, time, love, a positive comment on your social media. I mean, they're quick to, who is that? What's going on? They don't want you to enjoy your family. They're very controlling. They're very afraid. These people, whoever you're dealing with, Scorpio, it's a little sketchy. Tell me about the devil. Tell me about the devil, please, for Scorpio. Thank you. Oof. Yeah. So the devil, this happiness hater, with the 10 of Wands, yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that too. With the 10 of Wands, I'm gonna take that one too. This is the motive behind all the action of that controlling behavior. Let me just show you. There's a previous relationship I was telling you about just a minute ago that your person or you had, right? This is the energy, is the person that you've been entertaining or communicating with, or somebody in your vicinity sees your ex, I think. or something to that effect. Maybe it's somebody you saw intermittently. It wasn't like a marriage. It was just somebody you were dating, like you had great feelings for, and just didn't work out. And somebody, it didn't work out. It's dead already. But this person is stupid jealous over this dead relationship because they think you want this person back. You're still grieving, whatever this is. You're still grieving this, but you're trying to get through it. And you meet this person and you guys are kicking it. And this other, and they're kind of super jealous. They're presenting to you as a high quality, higher elevated person. But the reality is the more you find out, they're being it's a lie. The whole thing they're talking about, how they are, their beliefs, you know, you guys are so like-minded only to find out that none of it is true. And they're super jealous and they're trying to sabotage your relationships with everybody else right here. They knew that you couldn't make a decision on this past person. You guys couldn't work it out. And so this person's faking, they're just faking to be happy. And they're just hanging in there with you because they see this is you're like the best option they've ever had. I hate to use that word, but you know what I mean. I don't like the word option. It doesn't make sense. It sounds like things you own and you don't. It sounds to me like you and this last person that you left, right? Or that didn't work out. You have great love for. You have great passionate love for. It just didn't work out. You're not on the same wavelength and you're okay with it. They're okay with it. There's no beef about it. But then you have this new person who's super jealous about this last person that you're not even talking to, right? Anyway, that's what they're freaking out about, is you going back to this last love and showing them some affection and coming back in. So tell me about in their head, 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. What's going on with Scorpio this week? Thank you. Thank you. That's enough. All right. Yep. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Scorpio. Man, I think y'all need to go watch a Sag video. Your person might be dealing with a Sag, or you might have a Sag in your past. So defining in their head the 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, right? This is what they're thinking about. They're thinking about the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody, that's the past. That's the past girl who had stability, who was centered and loving and kind, and was the long-term plan. That was the long-term plan. This person is focused on home, family, work. They're typically solid. They've got their own money. They don't need anything. They looked like a good deal, but for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And that's okay. That happens. But now that's the fear, is somebody's going to offer their cup to this lovely Queen of Wands. And that would be considered justice for all the nonsensical BS back and forth sabotaging that is happening in this relationship. And you know that your partner, or you have a lot of options, and your partner thinks you have a lot of options, which is also the reason they were doing this behind the scenes. All right, tell me about this cloud hungry in reverse. 8 of Wands in the world. I want to make sure I get every card, and they sometimes stick together. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Yeah, I got a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Back out. Now, remember, I showed you that last card, and it was in the upright just a second ago. Now it's in the reverse. So the finale is, Scorpio, you're whittling down your options. I think because of the shenanigans that occurred with this new person has made you reconsider this queen. And the queen doesn't have to be, it's the embodiment of the feeling of the card. The actual queen is balanced, right? And nurturing and loving and kind. It could be a male, doesn't have to be a female. Protective, generous, charming. The King of Pentacles kind of comes off as a CEO. This person may not have that CEO level, but they do have they embody all the characteristics of the Queen. They're balanced, they're charming, they're, intelligent, they're kind, they have a great heart, and you're looking at this and you're like, now you're reevaluating this. Maybe she's right. Maybe I should, maybe I need to go back there, or he's right, whatever. So what's going on in this? You guys got a lot of cards. So let me show you this. This person's feeling like they're in the cold. like you left them, like you're moving forward. Temperance. This is a major arcana card. So your divine Sherpa guides, all your ancestral spirits, anybody who's been assigned to you to help you is showing you angel numbers, music. You're seeing this person's image everywhere, and you're finding balance. You're coming to terms with some of the reasons that this didn't work out, the first relationship that this person was super jealous about. Now you're evaluating as, maybe that, maybe we got to go do some coffee, right? That's kind of the vibe I get. You're up in your head about it now. And so is their person. Their person is super afraid. They're afraid that you're going to be withdrawing their money. Their money. Did you hear me say that? Their money. They're worried about their investment, and like all this energy, time, all this that they've spent with you will come up fruitless. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is, it is in the reverse. So this is what they were working for. And this shows prosperity, but it's without happiness, you know? So that they were like, I don't care if I like this person or not. I just see them as a ticket. Sorry. So they don't see, it's missed wealth. And they, it's a bit got a feeling of corruption and, you know, deceit sprinkled with a bit of envy and jealousy in there. That's kind of the energy coming off. It's like that dark. And then of course we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's misfortune, failure, chaos, bad luck. And that's what they're bringing on themselves. Scorpio. All right, lastly, is there anything I can share with Scorpio for the week? I'm going to move some of these cards out and see if I can pull a good energy for you before I leave you for the rest of the week. Tell me, how should we leave off with Scorpio? Anything you want to leave off for Scorpio? Any message? Thank you. Oh, no, just one card. Okay. It's the Lovers in reverse. It's funny. Frustration, separation, failure. I think it says failure to meet the test. So they failed, and that's this in the reverse. They didn't meet the goal. They didn't get what they needed. And on the bottom of the card is the is the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which is cruel conversation. I think you're going to see this person's true colors when you break it off with them. Is there anything else that Scorpio needs to know for the week? Yeah. You're nostalgic. Yeah, you want your 10 of Pentacles. And you're nostalgic. I can't make this up. I can't make this up, y'all. You're nostalgic over that Queen of Pentacles, and you want to go and have a conversation because you actually now miss that person, and you're going to try to make it work. That's the vibe I get. So that being said, Scorpio, what a great, crazy week, But I do believe if this did resonate, please give me a thumbs up and leave a positive comment. That's always nice. Lots of people piggyback off that. Otherwise, consider subscribing. It costs you nothing. It's free. Just hit that button, and that way you'll be notified when I upload new content midweek as well as the weekend. Still offering the private readings until probably this summer when it gets a little busy. But feel free to email me at fourthdimensiontarot@gmail.com if you have interest in that. Otherwise, you guys have a fantastic week. And until we meet again, love and light. Take care.